hand wouldn't stop shaking. She didn't know why. The door in front of her. Just a conference room. Same building she'd walked through 100 times. But her body was screaming at her to run. This is Hana, 32 years old, marketing executive at a tech company in Seoul. She'd prepared for this presentation for 2 weeks, every slide memorized, every statistic ready. But the moment she looked up at him, her mind went blank. Not nervous blank, not forgot. Her lines blank. Something deeper, something familiar. She'd never met him before. She was certain of that. So why did looking at him feel like coming home to a house that had burned down years ago? Jin-woo didn't speak. He couldn't, because the moment Hana walked in, the moment he caught her scent, jasmine and rain, every carefully constructed wall he'd built, shattered. Please, he managed. Continue, she continued. Somehow. But her body was betraying her. Heart racing, palms sweating, that strange, inexplicable urge to reach out and touch his hand, to see if it would feel as familiar as his voice sounded. What the hell was happening to her? She'd given presentations to hundreds of executives. Never once had she. Her therapist had a word for this. Déjà vu. But déjà vu didn't make your entire nervous system light up like a circuit board. Déjà vu didn't make you want to cry, and you didn't know why. 15 years. 15 years he'd been looking. He'd hired private investigators, scoured hospital records, posted on every forum, every lost connection site. Nothing. Until today. It wasn't just the perfume. She couldn't focus. Every time she closed her eyes. You okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm fine. Just the new CEO. Intense guy. Jin-woo? Oh yeah, total mystery man. Been running the company for 3 years, nobody knows anything about him, never socializes, never does interviews. Rumor is, he started this company looking for someone. Like, that's the whole reason it exists. Looking for who? No idea. But apparently he interviews every single new hire personally. Hundreds of people. It's weird, right? He'd imagined this moment 10,000 times. What he'd say. How he'd tell her. But now that she was here, how do you tell someone they saved your life when they don't remember you existed? Night. Pouring rain. A car accident scene. 15 years ago. Young Jin-woo, 20 years old. Trapped in wreckage. Bleeding. Emergency sirens distant. A figure running toward him. Hey, can you hear me? She's climbing into the wreckage. Hands checking his pulse. You're going to be okay. I've got you. Young Jin-woo's vision fading in and out. He catches her scent jasmine, even in the rain. Focuses on her face terrified but determined. His hand. Weak. Reaching up. What's your name? She grips his hand. I'm Hana. Stay with me, okay? What's yours? Jin-woo. His eyes closing. No, Jin-woo, stay awake. Tell me something. Tell me about your dreams. What do you want to do with your life? His eyes flutter open, focusing on her. I want to build something. Something that matters. Then you're going to. You hear me? You're going to build something amazing. She's crying now. Rain mixing with tears. And one day, you're going to tell me all about it. Ambulance lights flooding the scene. Paramedics arriving. Her hand being pulled away from his. Wait! But she's being moved aside. Professional EMTs taking over. The last thing he sees. Her face, backlit by emergency lights, mouthing something. He can't hear what. Then everything goes black. 3 days later, company break room. Hana making coffee. Jin-woo enters. Both reach for the same coffee cup on the counter. Their fingers touch. The sensation that went through Hana's body wasn't electric. It was recognition. Cellular level recognition. I'm sorry, I go ahead. Awkward silence. She pours her coffee, hands still shaking. He watches her every movement like he's memorizing it. Have we met before? What makes you ask that? I don't know. You feel familiar. I know that it doesn't. Sound crazy, I mean. Sometimes we remember things differently than we think. My therapist says I have some memory gaps from when I was younger. Trauma response, apparently. Trauma from what? Car accident. When I was 17. I was there when someone almost died. They said I helped, but I don't. I don't really remember it clearly. Just fragments. Sometimes I get these. Flashes, rain, emergency lights, someone's hand in mine. But never faces, never names. The doctor said my mind protected me from it. That sometimes when we see something traumatic, our brain just erases it. Erases everything except this stupid feeling that I'm supposed to remember something important. What if the person you saved was looking for you? What? Hypothetically. What if they never forgot? What if they'd spent 15 years trying to find you? I'd want to know why, to say thank you, to tell you that you didn't just save their life that night, you gave them a reason to live it. That's a nice thought, but I think if someone was that important, I'd remember them, don't you think? Maybe? Or maybe some people live in your bones instead of your memory. You wear jasmine perfume. How did you? It's distinctive, rare. Someone once told me that scent is the strongest trigger for memory, that even when everything else is forgotten, smell remains. Hana's apartment, that night. She's going through old boxes, things from her teenage years. Her hands stop on something at the bottom. A small cloth bag, jasmine scented. She opens it. Inside, a silver chain with a broken pendant, half a yin-yang symbol. The accident scene, 15 years ago. Young Hana's hands holding young Jin-woo's hand. His chain breaking as the paramedics pull him onto the stretcher, the pendant falling. Her picking it up. Wait, this is his. But the ambulance is already leaving. She's standing in the rain, holding this piece of him. Oh my God. Jin-woo's apartment, same moment. He's holding the matching half of the pendant. The piece he found later, at the accident scene, after he recovered, after he went back looking for her. Next morning, Hana bursting into Jin-woo's office. It was you. You were the boy in the car. The accident on Highway 1, June 14th, 2009. Why didn't you tell me? All this time, I've had this piece of you and I didn't know. You didn't remember. Your mind. It protected you. Who was I to what? To give me back a piece of my own history? I've carried this for 15 years. Do you know why? Because some part of me knew. Some part of me knew I couldn't let go. My therapist said I had anxiety, nightmares about losing someone. I thought I was broken. I thought something was wrong with me. But I wasn't anxious about losing someone. I was mourning someone I'd already lost. You never lost me. I've been here the whole time, waiting, building this company, hiring hundreds of people, hoping one day you'd. You told me that night you wanted to build something that mattered. Is this what you built? This whole company? I built it to find you, to have a reason for you to come back. You told me I was going to do something amazing. You believed in me when I was dying. I wanted to prove you right. I didn't forget you because I didn't care. I forgot you because caring that much almost destroyed me. But my body remembered. Every time I put on this perfume, every time I kept that pendant, every time I felt like something was missing. You weren't missing something. You were missing someone. I remember what I said to you in the ambulance. I said, find me when you build your empire. I did. I found you. Rooftop of the company building. Sunset. Weeks later, Hana and Jin-woo sitting on a bench, the two pendant halves now connected on a new chain around her neck. Do you ever wonder what would have happened if I'd never walked into that meeting? Every day, I'd convince myself I'd never find you, that maybe you were married or moved away or maybe I didn't want to be found? I've been seeing Dr. Kim, my therapist, about the memories, and she says trauma memory is complicated. That my brain might have suppressed it because at 17, watching someone almost die while being the only one who could help. It was too much. But she also said something interesting. She said that the body keeps score, that even when the mind can't access a memory, the body holds on to it. The feeling, the emotion, the connection. Now, that's why I reacted to you that first day. My mind didn't recognize you, but my body did. My nervous system remembered being in your presence, remembered that you were safe, important. Is that what I am to you? Safe? You're terrifying, actually. 15 years you waited for me? That's a lot of pressure. I'm not asking you to, I know, but I'm asking me to. What if the person I am now isn't the person you remember? What if 17-year-old Hana was braver or kinder or, Hana, I didn't fall in love with who you were at 17. I fell in love with you 3 weeks ago. When you walked into that conference room and your hand was shaking, but you did the presentation anyway. When you made a joke about the coffee being terrible but drank it with a smile. When you stayed late to help a junior employee with their report, even though you didn't have to. The girl who saved me gave me a future. But the woman you are now? She's the future I want. That's really unfair. What is? Being that romantic, How am I supposed to take things slow when you say stuff like that? We've already taken 15 years. I think that's slow enough. Interior. Hana's apartment. Late night. So you're dating your boss, the boss who built an entire company to find you, and you don't think that's insane? When you put it like that, I'm not judging. Okay, I'm a little judging, but also, it's kind of beautiful in a stalker-ish way. He wasn't stalking. He was hoping. For 15 years? Yeah, for 15 years. Are you scared? Terrified? What if I can't be what he needs? What if the memory of me was better than the reality? Has he given you any indication that's true? No, but then stop borrowing problems. You saved his life. He spent 15 years grateful. Now you get to just be together. Let that be enough. Jin-woo's apartment. You found her. After all this time, you actually found her. I did. And I'm terrified I'm going to lose her. Why would you lose her? Because I built my entire life around a moment. A girl in the rain who told me I could be something. What if I'm not? What if I'm not what she thought I'd become? Did you build an empire? Yes. Did you find her? Yes. Then you became exactly what she told you you'd become. Stop overthinking it. She chose you, Jin-woo. Not the memory. You. Company charity gala. 2 months into their relationship. Hana in an elegant dress. Jin-woo in a suit. Arriving together, their first public appearance as a couple. An older man approaches. Hana? Kang Hana? Is that you? Director Choi. I didn't know you'd be here. Wouldn't miss it. Jin-woo's company has done remarkable things for healthcare funding. You know, Hana here was one of our best volunteers. Shame she left hospital work. I needed a change after the accident. Ah, yes. The Highway 1 accident. Terrible night. You know, I always wondered if you ever found that young man. The one you stayed with. Actually, Director, I did. This is him. You're joking. No, sir. Hana saved my life that night. Remarkable. You know, Hana, you never told me why you were out there that night. It wasn't your shift. I don't remember, actually. Really? You don't remember getting your father's call? About the accident? What? Your father. He was the responding paramedic that night. Called you from the scene, said there was a critical patient, and they needed someone to stay with him until backup arrived. You ran out in your volunteer scrubs. Didn't even clock out. He was so proud of you. Said you kept that boy alive through sheer force of will. Talked about it for years before he... Well, I'm sorry for your loss, by the way. Your father was a good man. My father knew. My father knew about you. And he never told me. Even when I was having panic attacks. Even when I couldn't remember why I was so afraid of losing people. He died 5 years ago. Car accident. And I never got to ask him why. What if he didn't tell me because he knew? Knew that remembering would break me? That knowing I'd save someone and then watching my own father die the same way would? Or maybe he didn't tell you because he knew you'd find your way back when you were ready. Maybe he trusted that some connections are strong enough to survive, even loss of memory, even loss of time. Your father gave you to me twice. Once that night, and again by not telling you, by letting you come to me whole, when you were ready, instead of broken by grief. Hana's apartment. Next morning, she's sitting on the floor, surrounded by photo albums, pictures of her father. I found something. Jin-woo opens the journal, reads aloud. Hana saved a life today, my brave girl. But I saw the cost in her eyes, the way she couldn't stop shaking after, the way she kept asking if he'd live. I won't tell her his name, won't let her search for him. If they're meant to find each other, they will. But it has to be when she's strong enough to carry it. Right now, she'd drown in the need to know if he's okay. She'd lose herself in someone else's survival. My daughter deserves to find herself first. He knew me better than I knew myself. He was right. If I'd known your name that night, I would have made you my entire purpose. At 17, I would have become whoever you needed instead of figuring out who I was. I'm glad I forgot. I'm glad I had to find you again as the person I became. I'm glad too, because the person you became is extraordinary. I want to visit his grave, my father's. Will you come with me? Of course. I want to tell him thank you. For knowing when to hold on and when to let go. For trusting that if something was meant to be, time wouldn't erase it. Same rooftop where they first kissed. 1 year anniversary. Night. City lights spread below them. You're being weird. I'm always weird. Weirder than usual. I've been carrying this for 3 months. I kept waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect words. But then I realized we've never been about perfect moments. We've been about impossible ones. about finding each other across 15 years and lost memories and every odd stacked against us. You saved my life when we were kids, but you gave me a life worth living when we found each other again. So, I'm not asking you to marry me because it's perfect. I'm asking because every single day with you feels like the night you told me I was going to build something amazing. You make me believe I can be better, do more, matter. Will you marry me? Yes. Yes. 1,000 times yes. You know what the craziest part is? What? My body knew before my mind. That first day when I couldn't stop shaking, it wasn't fear. It was recognition. My body was trying to tell me, he's home. You are home. You've always been home. 6 months later, small, intimate wedding. Garden setting. Hana in a simple white dress. Jin-woo in a suit. People ask me if I wish I'd remembered sooner. If I'm angry about the lost time. But I'm not. Because maybe we needed those 15 years. Maybe I needed to become someone who could love him fully. And maybe he needed to become someone worthy of being loved. The body remembers what the mind forgets. But more than that, the heart knows what the mind hasn't learned yet. I forgot him, but I never lost him. And isn't that the most incredible thing? Some people say love at first sight is real. But this is something deeper. This is love that survived death, time, and the erasure of memory itself. This is love that lives in the bones.